Alright, we're back. So I think what it was is the Bluetooth from those speakers back there interfered. But yeah, I'm at that point now, as I was saying in my video that I made yesterday. You gotta get to that fuck it mode. When you get to that fuck it mode, it's just like nada matters, can get in the way. And that's kind of like my baseline usually at, but I do realize how. Alright, we're back. Here we go. I think that's exactly what it is. It's those freaking Bluetooth speakers. New York! And they all play the same fucking song. Oh my gosh, you should just like play out right now. Hopefully that's the last one. But yeah, I think that what it is that my current position and working at the hospital, and I think it's just kind of across the board, no matter where. I'm not going to take that back. But definitely there where I work, I think that it's throwing me off a little bit. Because, I can make a separate video about this, right? And I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's just like, anybody knows me, I'm a non-conformist, I'm a free thinker, I'm free-spirited, and that's what makes me great. That's what makes anybody great. When you move about the world at the beat of your own drum, right? Being able to think independently for yourself and act on those thoughts, right? And not being conditioned like a robot. Go with the norm and what everyone else is doing. And I think the issue is that when we join these companies, right, in our professional roles, whatever position that is that we take, it's like it kind of, especially if it's a toxic one, and I think that's where I'm at. I'm in a very toxic environment, but it's like it takes away from our own sense of autonomy and individuality. And they try to impose their way of thinking, their way of being onto you, and that's not healthy at all. And in situations like that, it's like everybody has to conform. Everybody thinks that, like, if you deviate or if you step outside of that box, you have your own mind, right? Exercise, your God-given gift of thinking independently, then, oh no, you have a problem, right? Something is wrong with you. If you question anything you do outside of what everybody else is doing, because I had this person tell me, oh, everybody else in the department, blah, 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 but you. I'm like, that's them. I am not like, clearly they don't know me. I've been working there for 2 years, but they don't know you, girl, right? And I'm realizing, not that I'm just not realizing this, but it's becoming more solidified that working in corporate is just not for me. Unless it's a place that prides people on individuality and thinking independently, it ain't for me. It's just not. And so I'm definitely in the transition phase of my career, and I feel really good about it. Like, it's what makes me sleep peacefully at night. I feel so much better about myself. Like, I feel like this is a form of self-love and self-care, doing what's in my best interest first above anything else, I understand, though, that these companies and organizations, they want people to just fall in line and just do what they say. And I'm like, fuck that. How is it benefiting me? That's what I ask myself. And if it's not, I can't fall in line. I'm not falling. It's not benefiting me. Like, what the hell? Hell to things. Nah. If anything, not only is it not benefiting me, it's causing harm to me and to the whole mission. They all, on paper, have a designated so-called mission that they are working to achieve, but when in actuality, it just doesn't pan out to be that way. And you're like, the mission that you so-called claim that you have, you're not even following that mission. And then what you're actually doing is contradictory to my values. So then it's time for me to step apart from this. That's when there is a diversion. There's a crossroads that we meet upon, and I'm going a different direction. Point blank, period. But I mean, this goes back to, I mean, just me being me, and obviously I'm a leader. I'm not a follower at all by any sense of the word. So listen, I can work amongst a team with people, but I'm definitely that leader. And I speak very boldly and confidently about that. But I don't know. The video, I wanted to see like the amount of time it took to cross, but maybe we'll have to just go back and look at all 3 parts to see and do the math. I doubt it was a whole entire hour, but I did take some breaks because my video kept getting interrupted by those Bluetooth speakers back there. But anyway, yeah, I feel like I'm in a really good space right now because, you know, this is what life is about. Here we go. Yeah, they play the same exact song. Other songs that represent New York, but they play the same exact song. Anyway, yeah, it's a really good space to be in. It's a very, you know, it's a very creative space. Anybody that truly knows me, no, that's the space I operate best. That's the space I thrive, right? Just that fluid space. So yeah, the book is coming. I say all that to say. That's only one thing that I'm working on. I'm working on a number of things that we are. So we have made it to the other side of the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, wait, I thought I flipped the camera. Look at that building right there. It's nice, right? Yeah. People often ask me, am I leaving New York? Nope. Nope. But I am traveling though. That is coming soon. I will be traveling to different countries throughout Africa, the motherland. I know I've been saying it for a while, but oh yeah. Just wait and see. I ain't gonna say no more. Like, what better place to be than New York City? Yesterday, okay, let me tell you, I was a little bit disappointed though because I'm decided to take this spontaneous walk through Central Park en route to this movie theater I was going to see. I went to go see a movie yesterday called The Persian Version at Lincoln Center, right? AMC Lincoln Center. And normally I like go down Madison Avenue from where I live, right? Madison Avenue, then I reach Midtown, and then I peruse around the area. But I decided to do something different, and yesterday I just wanted to be in nature, so I went through Central Park. And do you know, and fucking behold, I'm walking through Central Park, and then there are barricades and there are security guards like redirecting traffic. So to the point where I end up having to go, like, yo, it took me all off my course. Probably a whole extra 30, 45 minutes off the path that I was going to take. And I was just so annoyed. And then I asked somebody, so like, yo, what is all this for, right? And they go and say, this is for a freaking drone show. I'm like, what? Drone show? So I was so annoyed. And I Googled it and I was like, what? But yeah, they said they were doing like three drone shows yesterday in Central Park, 7, I think 8 or 9 o'clock. But anyway, I was at a movie theater. So yeah. But I mean, even though I was annoyed, I was also kind of a little impressed too. And it just reminds me that there's always something going on in New York. It never ceases to amaze. But now that we have reached the bottom, and we are on the Brooklyn side. Where do I want to go? Let's see. Where does this lead? Okay. Hold on. This one underground. I don't want to go underground. Go somewhere where I don't want to be. We want to get something to eat. They ordered me like an omelet before I left my place. And I'm like, okay. Think about me. I'm a big foodie. I cook, but not like every day. It's like every once in a while. I definitely order out more than I cook, so my food bill is very expensive, but I'm just used to it by now. But anyway, I ordered some ordered omelet, and I was thoroughly impressed. I was all satisfied. I was okay. Because where I live, the food is not that good up the east side compared to other places. But they deliver certain spots. You gotta know the spots to order from in Manhattan. Certain spots deliver. The Mexicans, they know they'll be on point. They know how to cook. You gotta figure out who owns and who's cooking the food. That's how you can determine. But alright, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Just know that my autobiography is coming. No holds bar. Now I'm gonna hold some things back. I ain't gonna spill the beans all the way out. But it's coming. And what's my outfit? Y'all want to see my outfit before I end this video? Yeah. You know how these places be kind of fucked up? And you look at what they trying to pay you, it's this shit got me fucked up. This shit. Let's see, that ain't gonna work. Are you fucking around? I lost my goddamn food. I ain't gonna do it like that, not right now. How are you doing there? I'm doing great, Eddie. How are you? I just seen your comment. Guys, though, where are you tuning in from? Sounds like you got the Spanish last week. Alright. I am doing wonderful. Especially knowing that you are an entrepreneur. You know your greatness. You know the power and your potential that lies within you. You know the things that you have already achieved. And you're just I try to stay humble, but at the same time, sometimes you're too humble. Because there is such thing as being too humble. Right, and not acting on who you are and your self-worth. And, people try to play upon that level of humility that you exhibit. Nah, son, that ain't going down like that. You got the wrong person. But kudos to all of y'all who could, play the parts for them little coins that these little places be paying you with. Nah, that's not me. I never seek anybody's approval. And if I disagree with something, you're gonna know. Okay? Where are you tuning in from? Where are you watching? I'm about to see what it is we're going to. I'm sure. And I'm actually about to end this video. It's been nice. I love doing these walking vlogs. It's like therapy. So relaxing for me. And I know you guys sometimes just sitting in and watching and listening. New York is definitely changing. I just think that they do have laws to protect the historical parts throughout the city, to keep to the historical value of different neighborhoods, but, I get that evolution is necessary, but don't change the entire face of the city, Keep some buildings the same. Everything don't have to change, be torn down and modernized, I like that. Yeah, sometimes when things get to the point where it's like it's cringe-worthy, like just like I think I'm at that point. I think I've tolerated as much as I could tolerate. Working a 9 to 5 has never been in my blood. I swear, it's never been like it's never been in my blood. Check my record, okay? It's never been done to work a 9 to 5. Whole freaking businesswoman out here, just my whole leader is just like I just can't. But then thank God, like when I was younger, my dad, he taught me self-sufficiency. He said that if there's something that you can do for yourself, don't pay somebody else to do it. Do it for yourself. And I was allowed to just work for myself. This is something, this ain't nothing new. I think for people that just like getting to know me, like where I work in the past couple of years, they just getting to know me. They think that, she thinks she fancy because she's credentialed now. This has been me. You have to talk to people who really know me. From high school, I took a job. One of my first jobs, aside from like babysitting, I worked at McDonald's, yo. I think we all had a job at McDonald's, but I worked at McDonald's. They hired me as a cashier, and they had the nerve to say, all right, you can sweep and mop the floor. They said, sweep and mop the floor. I say, what? Sweep and mop the... It was that day I quit. And you know why? Because number one, I took the job, not that I needed it financially. Right, at the time I was living with my dad. I think I was a junior in high school. I was already pulling in. I was braiding hair. So per head, I would make like $40, $50 for braids, right? Depending on what the hairstyle is, right? And we talking about, this is back in 2000, right? We talking about over 23 years ago. So take into account inflation, right? And how much more the dollar bill was worth 23 years ago. And I was at that age, 16, 17 years old, making $50 an hour braiding hair. I had a whole clientele base, right? And then I decided to do like most teenagers do and get a job at McDonald's. And these motherfuckers paying $5.50 an hour? Like, something, it's not adding up. And then you want me to... I can't even say it. Get in my mouth. You want me to mop the... Like, I wouldn't say like, I'm above mopping floors, because hell, I mop my own fucking floors where I live. But I do want to eventually get a maid one day. But it's just like, it's how you come at me, and I think that's what it's how you communicate. It's all in how people do things, and you got people in positions of power, so to speak, that they think they can just talk to any kind of way. I never been that person that you can just talk to do me any, like, no, just because like everybody else, we just tell them to do it, and they just jump and do it like monkeys. Well, do I look like a fucking monkey? Absolutely no. Some of y'all racists on here might say so, but fuck you. No, I know who the fuck I am. And I quit that damn job. And the lady was looking at me like, oh, we just hired you. I don't care. I went through that whole process. Yes. Because I feel like I need to teach a lesson. I feel like that is my sole purpose here on this earth. To effect change. I'm a revolutionary. That's what I do. And I think people sometimes just go along with the go along. This is just how things are. That's just how things are. It's how things always been. So everybody got just follow line. No. If I see something wrong, I don't agree with something, I am not going to oblige. No. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm human. There have been cases where some people may have slid in there and tried to get over, but when I see it, it's like you give a motherfucker an inch, they take a mile. You don't allow them to take another mile ever again, another inch ever again. And so that's just been me. Take it or leave it, and that's been me in relationships, in professional, personal, family. That's just Hey, you can say, oh, well, she's rich. I don't care. I've learned to adapt. I learned to make my own money independent of any system, you know, and it is what it is. So I've learned to navigate. And I am that voice for other people to show, like, listen, you can do it too. I moved to New York City by myself with little to no money in 2014. Okay? I moved to Los Angeles. You're talking about the two most expensive places to live. Most people would be deathly afraid to take that chance. Not nothing getting away. I said, fuck it. And I moved to LA by myself. With little to no money, okay? I just like, sometimes you can gotta show people, but you can tell them. Because people will try to dictate what your path is for your life. It ain't going down like that. It's a good, not my life. It's not going down like that. You're not going to dictate how things are going to go. And that's how you get stuck up, like working a 9 to 5. You fuck around and get stuck up. And you become a slave to their system. And you help them make another motherfucker rich while they paying you pennies, peanuts. Hell the fuck no. Hell no. It ain't going down like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it always been. That's how it's gonna be. So, listen. Alright. This I was gonna see, can I show y'all? I would rather do it in like days, like natural sunlight. So I decided to put this nice. Okay, here you go. I decided to put this nice like robe from my Malian coat with this outfit. It didn't come with this peacoat, but I kind of adapted it to this. All right. I like it. I like. And then my shirt here. So let me end this video. Catch y'all later. You need a match? Yeah, I it. I can tap it?
Yeah, you can tap it.
Alright, let me go. It's one of my patient's favorite songs. Alright, catch y'all later.